What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another WyattzWorld Extra, and welcome back to another top 10 list. In today's video, I am going to be giving you guys 10 things that annoy me the most. Now, these aren't all necessarily things that, make me angry. Some of them are, but they're just things that annoy me. They're just inconvenient and they stink. Plug of the day is going to be Waggle Golf, so if you like any of the merch that I wear, hit the link in the description. It will bring you to waggle.com, where you can use code WYATT10 to save a discount on any Waggle merch. All right, enough plugging. Let's get into 10 things that annoy Wyatt. All right, so starting off with number 10 in no particular order, we've got Walmart greeters / receipt checkers. Look, I understand they're doing their jobs, but when I am walking out of the store with full bags in my hand and you stop me to get my receipt and then look at it for 2 seconds without actually checking what's in my bag and give it back to me, it annoys me. You're doing nothing other than just stopping me, making me drop my shit, grab my crinkled receipt out of my pocket and hand it to you for you to just go, oh, and give it back. If you're gonna take my receipt, then look at my shit! Walmart greeters and receipt checkers annoy me. All right, next up on the list of things that annoy me is people who are late. If you're a friend of mine watching this video and you're like, is he calling me out? I abso-fucking-lutely am. People who are constantly 5 to 10 minutes late for everything are just like the most unprepared, unorganized people on planet Earth, and I don't understand it. And they don't give a shit about your time either. Like, your time means nothing to them. Hey, you want to meet me at a restaurant and grab some lunch at 2 o'clock? You show up and they're not there till 2:15. Yeah, I love sitting in my fucking car waiting. Or when you have a whole group of friends ready to go on like a road trip or something and you got that one asshole who just doesn't get the concept of time and they leave their house 2 minutes before you're supposed to take off. I understand being late on occasion happens due to traffic and stuff, but if it's a constant thing, get your shit together. Next up, we got parents who let their kids cry at restaurants or in public settings and do nothing about it. If you're a parent and your kid is screaming his head off and you pick him up and take him in the bathroom or out in the parking lot to quiet him down, good on you. You are an A+ parent. If you're a parent who just lets the kid cry and you act like you can't hear him and the whole store or restaurant can, this is what I want to do to you and your kid. Have some respect for the people around you, you stupid, incoherent son of a bitch. Oh, we're just teaching them to be quiet in public. Well, I didn't pay $50 to eat a meal while listening to your kids scream. Next up, we got picking a credit card, gift card, any sort of card off of a flat surface. Some of you already know exactly what I'm talking about. Example, see this flat phone? Pokemon card. Try to pick that up once. It doesn't work! And when you can't do it on something that you can just flip it over like that, you have to literally get like a spatula and scrape it off. It's really not that big of a deal except when you're in a hurry, because when you're in a hurry, it honestly will take you like a minute to pick up the card. I feel like they're just suctioned to whatever they land on. Like, it's terrible. All right, number 5, and this one's specifically for the guys. But it's pulling it in too early after going to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Finishing too early. You think you're all done peeing. Typically it happens when you're in a hurry and you end up, zipping up and buttoning your pants, and as you're walking out of the bathroom, a drop of piss shoots down your leg. It is the most uncomfortable, inconvenient, and possibly embarrassing thing for a guy to experience when walking out of the bathroom. It is the worst. If that ever happens to me, honestly, this is what I do every time. Hey fellas, how we doing? Yeah. All right, moving on to the 6th thing that annoys me, and that is when the weather is wrong. We've been dealing with that in Minnesota pretty much for 5 years straight now. It's never right here. Plan to have a rainy day inside? It's sunny outside. You plan to go outside and do something? It rains. It's never accurate here. It's literally to the point where I don't pay attention to the forecast. Like, if I look at my phone and I see it's raining, I go, oh, okay, yeah, right. And I put it in my pocket. Like, there's literally no way it's actually gonna rain. I know I kind of talk about this on my other channel and on Twitch, but since May 4th, the area that I live in has had one 15-minute rainfall, and that was literally 2 days ago. Supposed to rain here every week. It just doesn't, and it annoys me. All right, next up is people who need to correct you on the spot. I don't just think you're annoying, I actually hate your guts. It's unnecessary and it is so awkward. And what's even worse is half the time these people are just taking everything too literal. Like, you can't even joke around them. Like, hey dude, would you touch the sun for $1 million? Well, technically, you would evaporate before you even got in the circumference. Or I could be talking about something that I don't really know a lot about, like NASCAR. Oh hey, yeah, I saw the guy driving the M&M car. I think it was Dale Earnhardt Jr. Well, no, it's actually Jeff Gordon. That kind of shit. Like, I hate that. You don't need to do it. Like, keep your mouth shut. I know neither of those two drivers are still racing, but it was just an example because it's the only two I know. All right, number 8, we are going back to the restaurants. I find it extremely annoying when you're with your family, your friends, whoever it is, and you're all done with your meal, you've paid your bill, they've cleaned off the table, and yet people are still sitting there fucking talking. Like, get out! What are we waiting for? This is not our living room. And I already know some people are gonna be like, well, I'm seeing friends that I haven't seen in a while. Go to your house. Go to the bar. Anywhere but the table that you're taking up when you're not even eating. Plus, fun fact, I used to be a server. You are taking money away from the server too because they could be having new customers, but your ass just wants to sit there and talk. So annoying. Like, there's no point to it. When you eat, get up and leave. Number 9, we got operators for any business, restaurant, or anything. You know, the automated machine you need to actually talk to a human being? Not only are those annoying, but it's even worse when you already know your extension, but you need to listen to the robot rattle off an entire menu that literally takes 2 minutes as you're sitting there just going, shut up! For the pharmacy, press 1. For food, press 2. For hardware, press 3. For electronics, press 4. And it doesn't stop! And it's even funnier when it's a store like Walgreens. Nobody goes to Walgreens. They're not busy. They're in there picking their asses. Answer the phone. Or GameStop. Who goes there? Nobody. I have been in GameStop probably 10 times in the last 5 years. Every single time I've gone in there, I've been the only person in the store. Yet they have an operator answering the phone for them. Enough is enough. Honorable mention of things that annoy me, but it's not on this list because it doesn't just annoy me, it actually drives me on the brink of insanity. And that's when you're playing Madden online and your opponent just kills clock the entire time and waits until the final second to snap the ball. I leave the game every time. People on Twitch know that. Madden online in general is probably the most annoying thing on planet Earth. All right, and finally, the last thing on the list of things that annoy me is people who just never, ever listen. And I'm not talking about the people who don't follow orders. I'm talking about the people who don't listen. Every time you say something to them, they're going, what? 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 If I have to repeat myself more than twice, I'm done fucking talking to you. And no, I'm not talking elderly people who have legitimate hearing problems. These are the people who don't listen. Like, people literally just check out. Like, I have severe ADD, and I can at least hear people and understand them and listen to them. I've had literal conversations with people face to face where I'm like, I like your shirt. And they'll respond, huh? What? Huh? Open your ears! And that is it for 10 things that annoy Wyatt. I hope you guys liked this video, found it enjoyable, relatable, funny, something. If you did like it, you already know what to do to show support. I'm gonna hop off real quick and get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. And with everything I just said, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next upload.